All right. Philosophy is kind of a tricky thing. Like, there's a lot of good in it, and there's also like you have to take it with a grain of salt because you have to look at the people who lived these lives and are teaching these philosophies while also looking at everything else. And I'm sitting here at 2:30 in the morning because my sleep schedule is destroyed. And I figured I'd make a video talking about this stuff. So I'm no expert, but what I can say is philosophy is pretty gay. And I don't mean like homosexual. And that's what I hate. And I also love about words. They can mean different things at the same time. But then it gets complicated because I want to say gay is in like, man, it's just a thing that's like not stupid, but just it exists because people are scared kind of and afraid, and they're like uh some people are using it for manipulation. I don't know. It's just it's gay, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I feel like it should be specified now. Well, I guess I did specify it, but yeah, if you see a guy on the street, he's with another guy and they're dating, then they're homosexual, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I think philosophy is, well, it's obviously a lot tied into history because you know it's old, but I think I got to get you closer here for this. Uh, is this mic on? Yes, it is. History. You don't know what happened. I love ancient history, and even with stuff that happened 100 years ago, we don't know about. Really, like we know what we're told happened, but we don't know what's going on right now. We don't know what our neighbors are doing in our house beside of us because we're not there. We make up an idea of what we think is going on and based on the information that we're told, but like you don't really know anything. So somebody who might be teaching some good philosophical or just teachings in general might they might do the Salt Bay with a little bit of good information, but then their life itself might be bad. I guess it's kind of like Kanye. Like, dude's got some good music, but uh, he's got some, I'd say, questionable, life choices to say the least. And people say wild shit, but Kanye does a little bit more than that. Kanye's modern day philosophy that just impacted my soul, and I wasn't prepared for that. No, that's crazy. What I do, like, I don't know. You look into enough of these people that teach this stuff, and most of the time they're they're lonely. They're not like um I guess one could just say like happy, you know, in a grander sense because they spend so much time worried about like things way bigger than themselves and living outside of themselves. And that's hold on, like I gotta drink my blue hydration liquid. Maybe that's what being gay is, just being worried about other people instead of just worrying about what the hell is going on inside of you. And by that, I don't even mean like, oh, make sure you're good on the inside, practice mental health. Like, no, that's stupid too. Like, why are you so worried about it? Why does it matter so much? This is coming from a guy with like level 10 ADHD. I'm the final ADHD boss, and I'm constantly worried and thinking about everything all the time. But um, I would say I worry more about other people's. Mm, I'm trying to think of the correct term. So, like, people that I care about, I'm worried about their well being. That's like, I want them to have a better existence on the earth while I'm around them, if that makes sense. That's what my concern is. Uh, but, like, if I see somebody in a nice car, I don't think, like, oh man, that fucking guy's got a nice car. Fuck him. Like, I want that car, but I'm just mad at him. Like, more just like, oh, that's a nice car. If I had that, I would probably fuck it up. So it's a good thing that I don't have it. You know what I mean? Like, I think at the end of the day, you just gotta accept, like, I'm trash and I'm proud. You know, I'm white trash and I'm proud of that. And I just, uh, going from talking about philosophy being stupid and then I'm talking about being white trash. I don't know what the hell's going on right now. I had a plan of stuff to talk about, and that went out the door as soon as I hit go. Because I don't make plans. I don't sit there and be like, I'm going to write down this, and we're going to do this, and this is what's going to happen. And I don't even, like, when I'm making my skits and my content, 95% of the time, I'm not writing a script, just do the stuff. And you might be thinking, well, hey, mister, maybe if somebody came up to me and said, hey, mister, I'd be honestly kind of like um concerned. No, the other day I went into this gas station and was buying nicotine. Same place I go all the fucking time, but I shaved my face so I looked like a baby, and they ID'd me, and I was like, I literally was in here like 2 days ago. You've seen me multiple times. Like, I'll be here. I'd be seeing you, and this is how it is. But I guess it's their job because, I guess, person who can't buy nicotine. I don't fucking know. Um, I don't know where that came from. Oh, I keep getting like, the amount of people who will comment on my facial hair is like, it's always guys. Guys will see it and they'll be like, "Oh, hey, like that, you look like Wolverine. Like you should be Wolverine." Oh, like, and there's no typical fucking like archetype of guy. Fucking swollen, like jacked black dudes, fucking old white dudes in Walmart, like just random people constantly. And the amount, I could make a list right here and right here and right here and right here of all the comments that say it, but I'm too lazy to do that. So you're just gonna see me do that, and there's gonna be nothing that goes on, and I'm gonna be explaining to you right now what you already saw. So there's no need for me to explain it, but I'm doing it anyways. Um, I am pumped for the holidays. Most of them, I guess, are technically over, but like Halloween was really good. Thanksgiving was good. I'm going to, um, I've got like 90% of the stuff for my children and everyone else, and I'm just waiting for Christmas. And then, just this time of year has always been one that I used to dread growing up, and I think it's a common thing. Like, a lot of people just don't like the holidays, but I've been determined to change that and be like, I'm gonna like this shit because you're supposed to like it. This is supposed to be a happy fucking time. So why should you let seasonal depression win when you could just be happy, pussy? Why you gotta be a pussy? Can't you just be happy? So just do it. Just enjoy the fucking holidays. So that's what I'm doing, okay? Is this convincing enough? I'm enjoying it. Can you tell? Now, my work schedule is crazy right now, though. Like, I started a job. Well, I've been there for a second, but I enjoy it. But the hours are wild. I'm like day shift and night shift. So between that and um, cycle of my children, then me uploading content is going to be sporadic, but I kind of enjoy it that way. When I was posting stuff all the time and I felt obligated to put something out, I stopped enjoying it as much. Like, I felt sitting there telling myself I need to come up with an idea and then thinking about it wasn't a bad thing. That's a good way for my brain to say, hey, this is what we got to do, stupid. Like, let's fucking lock in and get the fucking job done. But at the same time, like, I was doing that all the time, constantly thinking, like, I need an idea. I've got to get something out. I've got to make something. And uh, that's not what I want to do. What I want to do is I have some ideas that require more, um, more than what I've made in the past. More than just me, like, more effort and more better. You know, trying like 5% instead of like 2%, and then see what I make. And then if 5% does a little bit better, maybe I might kick it up to 10. I don't know. We'll see. But what I do know is this video is about philosophy. And in the 13 minutes that I've been recording, I've talked about philosophy for what, like two of them? Um, I It's just hard because I feel like a lot of times when you talk about philosophy, people who are religious can take that as not like an insult, because I guess some people might, but most of the time it's not an insult. They just take it as that's like your religion. And in my mind, that's not what philosophy is. When philosophy becomes a religion, then it's a cult, you know? But, like, okay, so I heard the other day on some random YouTube video that probably played in my sleep, because I just will play these like 12-hour long videos of just random facts. So it's just embedded in my mind for some reason that Jesus Christ, it was in there, and then it flew out. Like, idea was in here on this side, and then as I was trying to get the words out, like the words to get me to the idea, so that I could like have some sort of a transition into it, and not just jump into like sitting here talking like this and then going like squirrel, like I'm a fucking golden retriever, and trying to like sprinkle in, context between the two. The idea just escaped and it went away. So, fuck. I can't sit here and backtrack what I've been talking about and get back to this fucking square one. So, I know we was talking about philosophy, and I said something about fucking philosophy being a cult. It can be a cult. But, I was gonna talk about fucking Plato. That's what the transition was going into. I think it was Plato. There was one of those old fucking guys who may not have even existed and might have just ended up being like a collection of what, like William Shakespeare. Like, Shakespeare might not have been an actual person, might have just been a bunch of different people who collectively, released stuff under that name. But then somebody could comment under here, oh, that was proven false in 1967, and this is why. And then, I guess I look like the jackass, but no. He said something about, or he didn't like stuff being written down because he thought that it wouldn't stick in your brain, and that the best way to receive and retain information was to take it verbally. And then, all that proves is that he was a fucking, like, what's that person who learns verbally? Or not? Yeah. Person who learns can learn by hearing shit. And holy shit, put that hat back on, buddy. Don't. Okay, we're good. Whoa. Okay. You learn, you just, not kinesthetically, because that's with your hands, right? I don't know. He learns by hearing shit. Like, that's when I was in school. I could lay down at my desk, close my eyes, and not be asleep, but listen and learn most things. The only thing I couldn't do that with was math, and I sucked at math because I couldn't do that. But history, I can lay down and learn history. I can lay down and be like, wow, that happened. That's pretty cool. Oh shit. Whoa. Oh, Jesus Christ. What? Oh, making a video. I Why did I start? Why was I transitioning to Plato though, guys? This is what unmedicated ADHD looks like. Just a conversation that goes nowhere, and then I don't know if I even upload it. I guess I don't know. I've been contemplating going live more and making. I don't really want to game because when I do game, it's more just I'm trying to relax, and I can't do that with people watching, you know. So I want to do something that I do enjoy, which is more like it would be more just like maybe we're writing a script. Maybe like I'm okay, let's make an idea, and then we'll start writing on it, and we'll make something, and it might be something that I have to act out or whatever, or you know that's an idea that I had, but I think it would be more just like we're sitting here having a conversation instead of gaming stuff because yeah, I enjoy just when it's time to game. That's my time to just kind of zone out and fuck around. I don't need you. Yeah. I said that stuff about my facial hair earlier because I went like I did shave, and then when it starts coming in like this, everyone's like, "Oh, your beard sucks." People online are like, "Oh, why don't you grow a real beard?" And I'm like, "No, no, I don't want to. This is what I want. I want a nice fucking neck beard. I'm gonna shave all this and just keep the neck beard. Think I won't? I'll do it." And that cracks me up every time, and I'm just gonna continue doing it. Just the philosophy, kind of a double-edged sword, because if you go fully into it, then you have to be like, none of this matters. I'm above all this. I meditate for 6 hours a day until I feel grounded, and then I do yoga for 3, and I'm completely disconnected from everything and everyone around me because I'm so fucking zen. And somebody who's really into philosophy is going to be like, if that's what you get from it, then you're not looking at it right. I don't care what you say. I don't. You can have your opinion, and I can have mine, and I can tell you to fuck off, and that's just fine. I'm 21 minutes into this YouTube video. It's not like it's monetized anyways. You know, I can just do that. I think it's easier to just say, oh man, all that's stupid. None of it matters. I'm just here till I die, bro. Like, that's just the easiest way to go about it. You know, you start caring too much, then you get in this fucking head spin where everything's got you all fucking sideways and you look like a jackass. And what are you gonna do?